Hey everybody, hope that all is well. Wanted to do this quick video. I have been on a journey, a natural journey for about since January. I started in January and I've been wearing braids. My hair was about this long when I started my journey. I could barely braid it, and the braids could barely hold on when I started this journey. And so here I am now, and actually on one side I had enough hair to hold them on this side of my hair, but all the rest over here was so short. It was a struggle. Well, anyway, here I am today, and I took my braids out. I had been wearing braids and getting them, just redoing them every, 2 months or so. And so now here I am, and I'm going to start a dread journey. So my daughter has dreads. My sister has dreads, and their dreads have turned out beautifully. But the reason why I chose dreads over just natural, because years ago when I went natural, I just shaved my head. And I didn't like being identified as a male because I had such short hair. A lot of times people are like, sir, until they looked at me and were like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I got that a lot with the bald head and not wearing makeup. And so a part of this journey is also me trying to look as natural as possible. That doesn't mean that I don't wear makeup, but it's not a staple in my daily routine. It's not just a massive part of my life. It's not the equivalent of what I need to look beautiful. So I only wear makeup when I'm when I'm in business meetings or training or what have you, or if I'm going out to dinner or something with my husband. And so those are really the only times that you'll see me in makeup, and that's with COVID, that has been few and far in between. And so here now we're coming back to a sense of normalcy. You'll start to see me wearing makeup a little more often. And so with that being said, it's bigger than the makeup. I want to be healthier. I want to be a good steward. I don't want to be vain. I want to learn how to truly deny myself. And so all of these are a part of the discipleship journey. And so you hear me talk a lot about discipleship, and I don't think people understand the importance of disciplers or leaders or mature people in the kingdom sharing their life with others. People don't need to be all up in your whole house, but I do believe that it's important that we share holistically this process with others. And so as I take this journey of health and wellness and getting back to what God said was good, I want to be okay with who I am with the natural hair. And so it's been a rough patch. I didn't want to cut my ends off because I was afraid of what I would look like with really short natural hair. Again, I've had a shaved with my hair just like barely on the scalp, but having these little pieces here, I just cut this morning. So this much hair came off of this little piece here. So I'm going to go through all of my hair, and where the natural hair stops organically, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to wet my hair first, and then I'm going to cut all the perm pieces. And I already pre-twisted it because I just felt like it would be easier to section and whatever with the length on there. And so anyway, with all of that being said, the Bible tells us before we can truly begin to follow Christ, we have to deny ourselves and take up our cross. It also tells us that we need to be baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. We have to be taught his commands, and that's why discipleship is extremely important. But that process of denying yourself and taking up your cross, the world has conditioned us to believe that we're not beautiful unless we have MUA on speed dial. We're not beautiful unless our hair is fried, dyed, and laid to the side. We're not beautiful, unless we're fully dressed up and name brand and yada, yada, yada. But now it's gotten us to a place to where we rely on those things to define beauty. And so now you have brown women who are struggling with the acceptance of their beauty and who they are authentically because of all of these beauty standards. And so with all that being said, I want to keep this short and sweet because the whole premise of this video is I wanted to show you my before. And again, you see how it's all straight and funky. It's because those are permed in. So again, the goal is just to get it to where it's curly, because I don't know if you can see the back here. This is natural hair. So that is all curled up because that's natural hair. It was shaved down before. So I may just have to cut the end about this much off, but that's pretty much natural hair. And so I'm going to go through this process. And so over the next couple of videos when I go live, I just want to share what this journey is really like, because can I be real with y'all? It's hard. Like, and I, even just watching my language looking like this, it's hard not having permed hair, because I know what I look like with permed hair. I like what I look like with permed hair. This is difficult. Even for me, even though this looks ridiculous here, it is so difficult for me to cut that off. I said all that to say we have to be okay with how God created us to be. We have to be more concerned about our health and understanding that our body is a temple, and caring for this temple so that we have longevity. And me stopping the perming of my hair is a part of that longevity, is a part of me keeping the chemicals out of my body. Even the way I'm eating now, I love sweets, and you hear me talk a lot about my addiction to sweets. I love sweets. I can skip dinner and just eat sweets. I've always been a pretty healthy eater. I love healthy, clean foods, but sweets are my downfall. And so with that being said, me on this journey of, heavily reducing my sweets. And I say reducing because I haven't given it up 100% just yet, but I have been eating it maybe once a week. I have been eating sweets about once a week. And then I'm really mindful of my portions. But this holistic journey of understanding that my body is a temple, and understanding that there is work that God has given me to do here in this earth. And I want to have a healthy temple vessel that can carry my spirit throughout the earth to do that work. And so a part of that is holistically taking care of myself, body, spirit, and soul. Another piece of that is, the vanity. Getting rid of the vanity and learning how to be at peace with my natural beauty. And being beautiful this way, so I'm not relying upon beauty as a result of makeup or weave or whatever. With all that being said, again, Matthew 28, and us really understanding what it means to be a disciple. Luke 14, and us understanding what it really means and what's required for us to be positioned to be able to fully follow Christ. And I'm at a place to where I don't just want to proclaim that I'm a Christian. I want to become a follower of Christ. I want to live this word. I want to see the manifested fruit of God's word in my life, because I am applying. I don't want to just teach you about a whole bunch of empty concepts. I want my life to be the lesson. And so with that being said, I won't tell you anything that I haven't done myself, because the Bible first tells me to examine myself, to take the plank out of my own eye, to make sure that I am fit for the kingdom, so that I don't train someone else improperly, making them unfit. And so with that being said, I'm getting ready to do the big chop again. So the next piece of this video, there will be a break, because I'm not a video editor and I don't really get caught up in all of that. When I return and do the second part and I attach it to this, it's literally going to be me having done the big chop, and you're going to see what that looks like. And we're going to start this process, and we're going to make peace. Well, I'm going to make peace with going natural. I'm going to make peace with this is who Keisha is, and she is beautiful just this way. And I want the world to be able to accept that this is me. And let me say this, if you don't feel or don't believe that you're beautiful in your authentic state, are you really beautiful? Yeah, I know you're cute with makeup. I know you're cute when you just got your hair done on the 15th. But if you are really beautiful, you're beautiful without makeup. And so you're beautiful with your natural hair. You're beautiful in your workout clothes, if you're really beautiful. And so no more deception. I'm not going to be a part of the deception. You're going to know what I look like authentically. You're going to see me continue to do videos in my natural state. And then on the days that I have to wear makeup and, have to do some extra stuff, you'll see me in that state as well. That's how I'm living. You're going to see me live all outright for the kingdom, advancing the kingdom for Christ, because I am committed to living for Christ holistically. And so with that, peace and blessings. And I will be back with the second portion of this, where I have cut off the weird stringy ends. You're ready for the big chop, so I just wanted you guys to see. And as you can see, I kind of already did the side here. Here we go. Okay, I wanted you guys to see what it looks like when it's permed versus natural. You see where it's really thick and curly at the root and where it stops? That's where I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut off these loose, stringy pieces there. Okay, here I am. I just wanted to show you guys kind of how it's coming together as I'm doing my kind of big chop. What I did was, again, as you can see, I pre-twisted my hair for the starter lock, and then what I did was I wet it. I washed it first, of course, and then I twisted it, and then when I took a shower this morning, I just wet it again so that it was damp and I could see kind of where to cut. And so it's hard for me to see it here as I'm on the camera with you guys, but my hair is about this long. And so technically what I am doing, and if you can't, like when I'm in the mirror, I can see it really clearly. If you can't see it, then you just simply unravel it. And then you can see how stringy it is, and you can see the difference in how straight it is versus the curlier part. So it's a little more puffy where it is curly, where my natural hair is, and I'm gonna kind of zoom in to show you guys here. And see, it's a little thicker at the top than it is at the bottom, so my natural hair is about here. And then literally, and you can see it better on this one too. See how thick it is up there at the top? That's about where my natural hair is, and so I'm cutting about that much off of each twist. And so it's leaving me with some little funkiness here, but it's gonna be okay. I'm not freaking out quite yet. And again, that's all I am doing all over my head. And I'm not gonna do the rest on video because I wanna be focused when I do it. But I wanted you guys to see kind of what I was doing to cut it as a means of, it's just easier for it to be twisted when it's easier for me to, you know, do it when it's already twisted than for me to go through and then cut all the loose pieces and then have to retwist the little tiny short hair because as you can see, it gets really tiny after it's been cut. So I want to focus as I do this, so I'm not going to go and do a whole bunch more on video, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys the method that I opted in for just because I didn't want to have to go through and twist. And so here you can see again the straight from the thick on my hair, and I'm just cutting. Boom. And so when I get done, we'll see what I end up with. I'm not really excited about all of this, but it's a part of the process. So here we go, and then I will come back and show you the finished product. Okay, this is all the hair that was cut in the process. Okay, this is my final cut result. Kind of pinned the side because it was kind of aggravating with the stick out curls. But I kind of twisted it a little bit here. And that's kind of the length. I don't know if you can really tell. We'll see how I feel about it, but it just is what it is. And so at this point, I don't know if I'm going to just wait it out and, you know, and just wear like a wash and go until it grows out, or if I'm going to leave it like this and just see how it goes, or if I'm gonna wrap it or what, or wear headband. I'm not really sure, but that's the final result of cutting off the perm. So, all right, bye-bye guys.